Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. Once again, it is the four middle-aged drunkards, middle-aged men on here tonight. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
-1.
Shane, 1, 2, 3 to the 2.
Indeed. And we're going to continue our Geek Week review. A lot of video game news this week. Actually, one of the things that was really interesting was the third-party report came out from IHS Markit that was pretty much their business analyst group that's been established since 1959 that came out with a report proclaiming from a third-party source objectively that Xbox Live is better than PSN. There was a lot of metrics that they went by, mostly the ability to connect, what happens with the ease of use and everything else. And as to the chagrin of many fanboys worldwide, maybe 40 million fanboys worldwide, or the Xbox One was declared unobjectively a better service, an online service than PSN. What are your thoughts, everybody?
Fucking duh.
Well, with me, I'll start this off. With me, I was completely, basically what I did was I took the 10, 15 minutes it took to research to make sure that it was objectively done. That IGH, I guess that's, what is it? IGH, right?
IHS Markit. That is the name of the third-party analyst group that did this.
So what I did was I did the research to make sure that they were not in cahoots with Microsoft or Sony. And they are as far away from them as possible. But there was a lot of people that were said, oh no, because it showed up on GameSpot, which is, they say, quote unquote, more Microsoft oriented website. And I was like, so that got me questioning. I was like, really? So I started looking into it, and they are a third party, and they did it very objectively. And I mean, I have to agree with them. You know, all it takes, especially this day and age, all it takes is a few minutes on one of these, or your computer to find out information. You know, instead of just saying, oh, this is a Microsoft-sponsored, survey. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry.
Fanboys got better.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like Shane Long just said, fanboys got butthurt, booty busted, nutted in, and they're like, oh, I don't like it.
Because me, I can pretty much say, because I own them both. I online game a lot, especially fighting games. And I would have to say, playing Mortal Kombat on the Xbox One and then playing it on PSN, Xbox One connection was a lot more stable at times. Didn't get as much lag. And it just seemed like it was a better overall experience. Where PSN, sometimes it seems like it's the business, then it drops off.
Okay, look.
And I'm like, can you have some continuity?
Okay. Of course, as gamers, we played on both PSN, Xbox Live. Myself, Shane, Gray Mouse here. Okay, I've had lag on both. I've had scrubs on both. I've been cheated on both. I've had good experiences. I've had bad experiences. And as a gamer, it's just like, look, if this type of survey gets to you and it takes away the enjoyment of what you're fucking doing or what you're fucking playing, then I want you to take a look in the fucking mirror, a long look. And what does that say about you when you have the judgment of anybody else that's trying to judge what you do, and it's going to take your fucking fun factor away just because they make fun of or degrade shit that you like? Look, as a gamer, I don't care. I don't care about outside sources or even inside sources. If I'm fucking enjoying what I'm fucking enjoying, that's it. I don't give a fuck about what you say. Now, if you bring up some facts, okay, fine. But then again, I'm not a fanboy, so I don't get my fucking feelings hurt. I look at the facts of the situation. Hey, look, I get lag. Yeah, I get a better experience from one to another. And sometimes it really fucking depends on what game that I'm playing.
Yep.
But for all you fucking fanboys that may be listening to this shit, get your head out of the company's assholes that you're fucking worshipping. Stop licking dick crack. Stop flossing teeth with your fucking dick hairs and fucking just play the shit that you fucking like, you fucking love, you fucking respect. Just play the fucking games. This is the theme. And once again, for the benefits of common sense, logic, and game credits. Damn it. And this is a shot to fucking gaming. Keep playing fucking games. Stop fucking complaining. Grow a pair of nuts and just have some fucking fun.
Remember, having fun is their system's the better one. Well, people can't live with the fact that
have the fucking good ass games. It's not fucking matter. I can pull out an Atari and name 20 fucking exclusives that both systems can't compete with. Now.
Oh, see, look, the thing is, right, with PlayStation, I actually like PlayStation more. The advertisements all over the place. If you have a Sony TV, you know what I'm talking about. Now with Xbox Live, there is fucking advertisements every fucking where. On their homepage or on it's just everywhere, all over the place.
That's just marketing.
Yeah,
correct.
Sony's whole. If you look at when you turn the system on and you look at the homepage, it's more cluttered than the Xbox One is. If you ain't noticing it.
Well, no. I'm seeing PlayStation actually with less clutter.
No, it has more. Yeah.
Wait, Shane, bring in some specifics with that.
Because I'm not a Plus member, so I don't know. All I'm seeing is not a Plus member.
With Xbox Live, yes, there are, as you said, advertisements. But when you look at the PlayStation one, depending on what games you have, all your games show up on the front screen. Live feeds from every game, what people's awards show up for every game, and basically you get hit with videos that start playing automatically. You don't have no choice. You get everybody's awards. You don't have no choice whether you want to see it or don't want to see it. To me a lot more cluttered than when the Xbox One screen comes up.
I guess I'm a bit different from both systems. I put in the fucking game and I play my fucking games.
Well, let's get back to Xbox Live and PSN, because that's what this particular article and survey and this independent study was really about. On my end, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not surprised. As I've said in previous videos, and I can also speak from experience as somebody who's working QA in the industry and everything else, the big difference between Xbox Live and PSN is that Microsoft took that online component and was like, unlike Sony, which by and large leaves that online component up to individual publishers and developers and everything else, Microsoft went ahead and said, hey, look, instead of having you guys try to figure it out on your own and try to make it work, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give you the framework. We're going to build it ourselves, and you make it work to our shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that maybe if you've never worked in the industry, or maybe you've never worked in a position or have never been in a position where you've tried to build something that's supposed to work on a perpetual basis, something that's supposed to work long term, maybe that may not seem like a big thing. But the truth of the matter is that when you have a company go out of their way and say, hey, look, this particular component is going to be a big part of our market, a big part of our product. Instead of having to worry about everybody else that contributes to our product, about them trying to make that work, we're going to tell them, hey, this is how it works. We've already put it together. Let it fit up to our shit and let it run. Because the thing with IHS Markit, when they went ahead and they were looking at this particular survey and they were doing their business analysis, they weren't looking at, oh, how many trolls are on this, how much fucking hate mail I get on this, how many people fucking rage quit. They weren't looking at that. What they were looking at is like, okay, the average number of seconds that you stay connected, ease of connectivity, ease of reconnecting, if service goes down, how often does it go down?
Because the Xbox does download faster than the PS4. That's noted.
Well, you know, one thing's noted too is
if you don't have 300 megabytes per second, it's not going to go into it.
Well, one thing too is like the hack. I mean, even Lizard Squad. We all know Lizard Squad. They pretty much said that PlayStation Network is an easy target. Xbox, for that matter, Xbox Live, they tried to hack it, but they have not gotten into it. You know, they even mentioned that.
No, they successfully hacked them too. Yeah, the thing is that it just takes a little bit more work.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I can even give you guys a good example of something. I just thought about it. And we talked about this game many different times and how the server keeps jacking up. I have a funny feeling if Street Fighter V was on the Xbox, run on Xbox Live, that server would not have been having as many problems as it's been having on PSN. It would have been more stable, and I bet it would have worked way better.
Well, now wait, that's giving the game credit.
Oh, I'm not trying to get the game credit, but that's the server. Remember what the Reverend said.
What about the PC?
The PC is still. I don't know what that one's. I don't
Actually,
know what
the PC for just as a comparison has been pretty dependable and all of that. The truth of the matter is that I'm just going to say this right now. When it comes to consoles playing online, they don't hold the fucking candle to the PC, because I can play online for free, and that right there disqualifies anything else as far as dollar per dollar better.
No. The only I was trying to say was I had a feeling that it would have been more stable and worked better because like the Reverend said, Microsoft pretty much gives you the code and everything. Say this is how you can get this to work with our stuff.
Yeah,
that's what.
But PSN is basically like, well, here you figure it out.
But let's think about that. That's one of the main reasons why the PS4 suffered against the PS4. The PS3 suffered against the 360.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons right there. It's because of PSN and Xbox Live.
Well, see, to add on to that, I think Reverend said this offline, was that Microsoft actually built their infrastructure around Live versus having PlayStation build it. They build the game, then they build the Live.
Agreed.
Or their online, the PSN. Yeah. So Xbox built Xbox Live, then they built the games. PlayStation built the games, then they built PSN.
I mean, let's just be honest about it. The thing about the online play and everything else between PSN and Xbox Live is the fact that Sony, by and large, with the PS4, the iteration that they have on the PS4, it's better than what it was on the PS3. But Microsoft, since the very beginning, since the Xbox 360, they went ahead and they knew that online gaming was going to be a big portion of everybody's gaming. So they set up the framework, all right? And they've been very accommodating, not just to other publishers, but everybody out there who's going to go ahead and work within their framework.
Yeah, example of that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Say again, Shannon.
Yeah, it's not even the first Xbox Live was pretty. Original Xbox.
Well, that's because of Halo 2 and Crimson Skies.
So.
Yeah, I mean, but that was really kind of their experimental type phase. They were getting everything done, but with the 360, they really went ahead and perfected that. And this type of willingness to go ahead and sit there and say, "Hey, we've got a platform here that we want other people to go ahead and play around with," extends outside of just online networking. One of the other things that happened this week was that Sony finally came out and said officially that they weren't going to be supporting mods for Fallout 4 and Skyrim, even though that particular support has been there on the Xbox One for the last few months and previously on the PC for ever since the release of those games.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, guys? They've come out with that officially.
Wait. I just delivered mine.
Okay. Go ahead, Green Mouse, and I'll give mine. I've used a lot of mods, so.
With me, I mean, I understand where PlayStation Network or PlayStation, for that matter, is coming from. They don't want they don't want their system to be open for modifications to their original code on those games. However, there's a unique group of people that actually enjoy those mods, especially in the Fallout 4, especially, all these other games that support that.
Ooh, I'm about to back you up big time.
Go ahead.
I mean, go ahead, Shane. Go ahead, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Like you just said, I modded Skyrim. Made it 2 times better for me. Modded Dragon Age. Redid the game. BioWare even encourages you. Mod the game. If you want to make it better, we'll give you. They gave people tool sets to do it.
That gives replay value.
I mean, when I got a hold of Dragon Age for the PC, that game was dead because I'd already played it on 360. When I added the mods that the players put, it
brought it back to life.
Totally new game.
Back to life. Back to life.
Now, bad mods I can say is the auto aim, the shoot through the wall, and the stuff that Counter-Strike and the other games did.
Did you say from the windows to the wall?
No. He's saying, mods for like first-person shooters. That
I know. I'm just the theme is just fucking around.
Yeah. Those
Look.
mods are bad and can ruin the game. So you got the mods, like I said, like Dragon Age
Halo 2
better.
But at least there's the option. Wait. No. Halo 2 was some garbage. When it comes to sniping out rockets and bullshit like that.
Like I said,
what Shang is talking about is enhancing the game, improving the game, taking the game into a different direction, even not story or anything like that, but even just design wise.
Yeah.
But see, the question I got is this: why would PlayStation 4 or PlayStation for that matter, why would they discourage that? And then a lot of the mod community is really disappointed in the PlayStation 4. It's like
maybe Don Matrix start working for them in secret.
I don't know. Maybe they're scared the modding community. The modding community will hack their network.
The PS Vita just got hacked. Oh no, we can't.
You're absolutely right. But however, is what a lot of people are forgetting is that in order to have the mods onto the Skyrim and the Fallout 4, is they get to be approved by Microsoft. They're already approved. It's on their network. It's approved. It's not like you're modding the game. You know what I mean?
What about the PC?
Well, let me go ahead and interject these few thoughts. All right, especially as somebody who works with a company that develops applications and things like that. There's a few things that you have to worry about when you're dealing with proprietary systems. Okay, my questions about modding when it comes to this is that my question is, okay, just like what Graymal said, what is PlayStation's, what is Sony's big, apprehension when it comes to this? The only thing that I can think of really that makes sense is that maybe they're worried about some sort of security or exploit. Because the thing is that in order to make your mods available, or in order to make the ability to mod a program available to users out there, you have to open up your system, okay? And when you open up your system and you have people go ahead and do the touchy-feely thing with the inside of the system, who knows what the fuck they're going to do when they start doing that touchy-feely shit, okay? And the truth of the matter is that
they're scared they're going to get hacked again.
Yeah, and they've been hacked before. And, shit, we made a video just a few weeks ago about the Vita getting hacked and Hankaku being out there, custom firmware. And Sony has been notoriously easy to crack open, okay? That's just how it is, okay? The other thing that I could think of that comes down to, okay, whether or not this is worth it, is that there is really no metric out there indicating how many actual users apply mods Okay, and a lot of people that I've talked to online were like, "Well, then you can go by the download rate." But look, I have done the mod thing before, and the download rate can be really inflated because you could sit there and say, I've gone through this process before. In fact, I'm pretty sure Shang has gone through this process also. You go ahead, you download a mod, you apply it to your fucking game, it doesn't fucking work, or it does something that you didn't fucking like. You go ahead and you fucking uninstall it. You have to reinstall your whole fucking game to get it working again, and then you visit the mod a few months later to see, oh, they actually fucking fixed it. Yeah, let me go ahead and try it out. So instead of just a 1-to-1 download to the number of users, it's more like a 3 or 4-to-1 download as far as how many people are actually using it. And
not every mod works right. Some mods.
But the thing is, though, they're not modding the PlayStation. They're just modding the game.
Yeah, but
Wait.
Yeah, afraid.
Great, but look at what happened with certain systems. There are certain games that can crack those systems open.
Yeah,
no, I know. The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask is or not Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time.
Splinter Cell for the original Xbox.
Yeah. There were exploits in that to own that system by that game. That's why you couldn't get, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was because it cracked the system.
Yeah, those two things aside,
at least it wasn't like Mighty Number 9 that totally wrecked the system like the Wii U.
True.
It bricked it.
But there's also a third reason, and this particular reason, I think it comes down to a little bit more of a strict business decision. Is that, like Grey Mouse had said before, any of the mods going to the Xbox One version of Fallout 4 or Skyrim, they have to be gone over, and Microsoft has to go out of their way to test it. Sony does not want to go through that fucking process because, like I've said before with previous other videos, publishers want to go ahead and squeeze you for as much money as they can out of as little working a product as possible. And it doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, or 3 people or 100 people. If they need to take those people over to go ahead and test mods, QA mods, and they don't think it's worth the money, they're not going to fucking do it.
And I bet you anything that Xbox got a team dedicated to looking at, okay, is this going to break us? Nope, let it through. This going to break us? Nope, let it through.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Look,
you're absolutely right.
You're absolutely correct.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing, Grey Mouse. Reverend and Shane, they have experience with stuff like this.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So they're absolutely right.
And I have to, I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to argue that point.
Yeah, Reverend has a lot more experience in game testing, but yes, I've seen stuff that's been broken in games.
But the point is,
if they ain't gonna break nothing, hey, there it goes.
The point is,
sorry, we can't let it through.
Well, the point is that Xbox's screen, they're not going to allow a mod onto the Xbox Live, onto that game that's not approved.
Halo 2 says hello.
No, that was Bungie's fault. Okay, let's just go ahead and let's throw that aside.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not going to happen now, though. We're not going to let that happen.
What I'm saying is that I think it's a really bad thing that PlayStation Network is not coming on board with the mods, especially on games like Skyrim and
all the mods will be available for DLC later for the Sony systems.
That's actually one of the things that we got to think about. Is that one of the things that we have to sit there and point out is that the thing about mods is that it's pretty much the equivalent of free DLC. And if that's the only reason why Sony is thinking that they want to do that, I will say this right now, openly and unobjectively, fuck those guys. Okay, really. Because the thing is that
these mods are being done by actual non-Sony people.
Yeah.
Who are sitting at home in front of their computers programming. So you're telling me
you want to get paid?
So basically, you want to get paid for something?
No. You know what it draws down to? It draws down to the fact that Sony don't want to sit there and screen their mods. That's all. Okay. That's what it boils down to. It boils down to they don't want to. Well,
go ahead, Shane.
Yeah.
This is my big question then. because I have PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live now. Why in the blue fuck am I paying for PlayStation Plus if they're not willing to do the same thing Xbox Live is doing? Yet they want to charge us the same fucking price.
Look, Shanglong, you did not see our last video.
Yeah,
we touched on that shit.
That's the thing about it. We did touch on that.
We touched that shit.
No, Gray Mouse, that was rhetorical.
No, I know it was, but I just had to voice that shit.
No, I know y'all touched on it.
That's bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's bullshit.
Now the same price for both of them, yet PlayStation's still trying to be lazy. Yet they want us to pay the same price.
Well, let's just be honest here, okay? Let's just be honest here, okay? Sony is not impervious to doing stupid shit. They did it with the PS3. And the thing is that they've enjoyed 3 years of being on top, and I don't. While I understand their position for
out like yes,
yeah,
we're still top dogs, so you're gonna like us anyway.
No, Microsoft fucked up. That's what happens. Microsoft screwed up.
Look, while I understand, like there are a lot of things that there are actually some valid reservations that Sony might have for allowing mods on their system. But the truth of the matter is that, like everybody else in this group, I like fucking options. I really do. You know, give me the option to go ahead and do that. Yes. And try not to go ahead and present me. If you're going to refuse it, don't present it to me in a way that the only thing I could hear is that you're fucking worried about the number of dollars it's going to fucking cost you.
And that's the problem. That is the grade A, bottom line, cut the bullshit problem.
I can say straight out, mods made Skyrim and Dragon Age so much more fun and a reef.
What kills me, this is the problem. Just like the Reverend said.
I don't see a problem with mods. Some of them break games, and I've had to uninstall Dragon Age 3 or 4 times before I got some mods to work. Once I did, I didn't mind it because it was cool, and I knew it was something new going in that wasn't originally meant for the game, and it even warned you before you put the mod in. Possibility your game might mess up, back your save. It tells you that before you put the mod in. So
that was on PC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it even says that, back your saves.
Well, the thing is, though, the bottom line is this, is that I think the Reverend hit the nail on the head.
All of you have.
Is that PlayStation has been in the lead for this whole generation. And I feel that
Microsoft was the rabbit that's still sleeping.
Hang on, well, that's the point I'm making. I feel that Sony has gotten too comfortable in their position being ahead.
Watch, rinse, repeat. That's what they did.
Look. Let me tell you this. They are ahead right now, but their PlayStation Pro.
For now.
Hang on. Their PlayStation Pro and their PlayStation Slim is underwhelming. You have the Xbox Scorpio coming out.
Wait a minute. You got millions and millions of people that already have PS4s.
You're right, but no. I'm talking about in the future.
For the people that's going to jump in.
Yes, I think.
Which are many.
I don't think there's enough people that own 4K TVs to really try to wait that out right now.
People will still trade in what they currently have in order to get that shit.
Exactly. I'm telling you that the Xbox Scorpio.
People will do it.
That is nothing to be messed with right now, man.
Yeah.
But as long as the same games are coming out for the PC, the Scorpio really doesn't have any quote-unquote weapons in order to use for motherfuckers to get it, especially if you're going to be getting VR with that shit.
Well, let me go back to the topic that we were talking about, which is the mods. I personally think we should have an option whether we want to put the mod in or not.
Agreed.
Good mods.
As long as it doesn't break as long as it doesn't cheat other players, as far as a versus, as long as it doesn't cheat other players in the versus, and as long as it doesn't break or collapse the game or your console, I don't see why.
Hang on. The middle-aged guys, all the videos that we've made up until this point, we have driven home the point about having options in their systems. Options, you cannot go wrong with options. Whether it's good or bad, at least I have the option to do it.
Hey, if I could put extra buttons on this shit, then let me fucking do it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, and I think that's the biggest thing on this is Xbox Ones give you options, PSN's not, and that's just the bottom line there.
Well, yeah, for this choice, but are they going to give us better options with better games?
Well,
that's another entirely.
That's probably a discussion for another video.
Hey, wait, even Sony has to work on that, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think the general consensus here is that there may be a few valid points to Sony's stance, but generally speaking, we would like to have the option there. And the truth of the matter is that whether or not you're a Sony fan or not, them not having the option there gives another incentive for other people who are on the fence to pick up an Xbox One. Or open up some whiskey and start fucking jugging it down like the thief over there.
You're not on Zangy stage, so why are you doing that?
Okay. All right. With that, I think we're pretty much done with this.
We're gonna go there.
Love that reference. Love that reference.
Yes. All right. I think we're pretty much done with this video. Any more drunk than we are, we're just going to be pretty much drooling in front of camera as it is. So, Shane's going to be the only one. He's going to be looking like Buddha in front of all of us, all calm and everything. All right.
Just the halo.
Yep. With that, folks, thank you for spending your time with us and sticking with us all the way up until the end of this video. We know your time is precious. If you're so kind, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, leave us a comment below. We'd like to hear your thoughts on this particular topic, especially if you think we're full of shit or if we think we missed something. We are the 4 middle-aged guys this week. I am the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
And the new guy, Shang Long. And I'd like to say one last thing. If you guys could see about my channel, see what I have. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you don't, leave a comment. Yeah, it don't matter to me. I got much love for all y'all.
Once again, for the benefits of common sense, logic, and gaming, and modding, and having options to mod, and fucking taking away our options. Fuck you, Sony, for taking away our fucking options. We're gamers. We love options. And we love alcohol, just as Grey Mouse has just demonstrated. Credits.
You know what the mods should consist of? Just an option whether or not I can go ahead and put a liquor holder next to my console. That's the mod I'm waiting for.
And on that note, guys, I'm out.